Tastes like childhood. Welcome back, RHODE Free fam, to another video. I'm gonna be quiet because we got neighbors this time. As you guys know, these go up. You can make like a mega suite. This goes up. This actually on the other side of this, I think is a bar. And I think that they can one day just open this all up and just have like one big old thing. I don't know. It's very reminiscent of, you guys remember that old show on MTV, Real World? It's very reminiscent of that. 10 strangers put. This looks so freaking good. Before this video even starts, comment down below. I need a taco emoji. I need 2 comments from you guys. We're on the road to 19,000 subs and on the road to 20,000 subs by the end of the year. I love you guys. All right, we got our consomme right here. We got our lime, we got our salsita. And then the second comment of the day today is, what do you think, what state has the worst drivers in it? What state has the worst damn drivers? Look at this. Oh my God. I don't know if I can't even show you guys the consomme. Ooh, I can't even show you. I'll do one of these real quick. Look at this. Look how deep. Go back to my video of El Pollo Loco where it was just super thin. It was watery. It had like 3 pieces of onions in it. But this is exactly what I'm talking about right here, ladies and gentlemen. So happy. I'm a happy boy. Coca-Cola get a little love too? They sure damn do. They sure damn do. Biscuit. Wait, you're brisket. All right, so let me get a little piece of brisket here. Can't give them too much because there's a lot of seasonings in here. There you go, buddy. Breakfast is coming soon, I promise. All right. This is from a place called Pinches Tacos out here. And guys, honestly, you could eat at every single taco place in Austin, one a day. And I don't think you would have enough time to still eat them all. Let me just show you. There's birria and then there's quesabirria, which has all the cheese and all the stuff. And it's just been braised forever. That meat's just been sitting in there, just braising. And then you got this beautiful consomme. Just let it go home for a little bit. It wants to go home. And then once you got that, once you got the drip drip, I have not had one bad meal in Austin. Oh. Please hold on, guys. Oh. If I could marry a food group, I think it'd just be tacos. So good. I want to try some of this salsita that they gave me. Beautiful, beautiful color. Oh, yeah. The one thing that I'm loving also, a little bit of lime action here. The one thing that I'm loving about Austin too is the flavors. Even the spice has flavors. Now we did drive by, right? I was so curious. Hold on, I always like to take a little sip just to. You could drink this like a stew if you wanted to, and we will. Oh. So just for fun, right? Everyone always makes fun. They're like, Loop, are you gonna stop by Franklin's Barbecue? And I'm like, I don't think I could ever get in. This is the type of place where they open at 11. There's already 50, 100 people waiting outside every single day. And when your boy is hungry, he's ready to eat. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna get a little philosophical. I'm gonna be a little Lupe right now. You guys already know how I get. But one of the things that is so unfair in this life is that we all but just have one go at it. There's so many different versions of me. And maybe the whole concept of different dimensions is real. Because I can see myself living in Texas. I can see myself living in Austin, eating all this damn good food. Finding a bone is actually a good thing. That lets you know it's real. I don't know how this city can support this many restaurants. And look at this, man. Look how much you get. This was like a little under $4. I know taco places that will charge you $1 more of that and give you like half of that, which should be highway robbery. All right, brisket, one more little bite, baby. Come here. One more bite. Actually, that's too big of a bite. All right, there we go. By the way, if you have a nut allergy, there's nuts in this, so be careful. I do apologize if this ended up, I'm ready for a nap. Just put me to bed. What state has the worst drivers? I'm gonna tell you, I'm very surprised right now. I thought Texas would have bad drivers. And they're not that, well actually, they're not that bad in Austin. They're pretty horrible outside of Austin, but. I'm gonna drink this con somme. Wow. I don't know what else to say right now. There are some meals that just absolutely just strike you in the center of your soul. And I've been very fortunate that I am batting 1,000 right now in Austin. Oh man, that's some of the best damn consomme out there. I think Florida, honestly, I think Florida has the worst drivers. And they'll tell you, nah, it's all the expats. But when you talk to the real Floridians, like the ones that generations there, they'll tell you, be like, yeah, we're horrible drivers. Never understood that. I mean, there is a damn lot of sugar in this stuff. When you guys ever see me have this face, this is a content Lupe. And with the way that my mind is constantly going all the times, I'm always worrying about other people. I'm always worrying about Rhode Island. And it's so crazy. Every time I travel, right, and I tell people what I got going on back home, what I'm doing back home, they always come to me and say, you know, if you did all that stuff here, you have a great mindset, man. Like, very creative mind. They're like, if you would come here, you would be like a millionaire. And it's like, oh. And I hear that all the time. And we always hear that from people that were from Rhode Island and then they moved to a different state or an area. They go, you know, if you guys moved here, you guys would be running stuff. And it's always very frustrating to hear that, because back at home in Rhode Island, it's such a small state that it gets in its own way sometimes. And it's very unfortunate. You know, I want Rhode Island to win. I want Rhode Island to be the best that it can be, if it can just get out of its own way. You know, part of my travels around the US all the time, guys, is I'm also looking to see what other cities are doing. What's not working there? What is working? Did you find a grasshopper? You okay, bud? He probably found a grasshopper and is mad at it. That's okay, baby. You know, and then I go, oh, this is such a good idea. Would never happen in Rhode Island, because I already know the city ordinances. I already know the archaic, old, stupid laws that would get in the way of having an event like that there. And it's just very unfortunate, because I think Rhode Island can be the Dubai of New England or the Northeast. It really can. It's so small. It can fast track things. And I'm sure anybody who's from a small area feels like that about their area too, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know, guys, comment down below. Say, Lupe, you're getting old, or Lupe, no, you got a little battery in you. You got a little gas left in your tank. But as you guys know, I'm okay with retiring into the woods, build a tiny home, have 10 dogs, grow our own vegetable, collect our own rainwater, solar power the bad boy up. I would still do this channel. I would still do Roadie Foodie. It would just be Roadie Foodie homesteading. And every once in a while, I mean, I would still hit the road. Like, we would still do road trips, even if I were to semi-retire into becoming a wildling mountain person. But I just, these trips always are very reflective. They're always, and good food. You guys ever notice that I have these great introspective conversations when I have a good meal? It's just, amazing. I'm not done yet with Rhode Island. I got one last big push to make that place amazing. And it already is amazing in its own way, but the Disney-esque stuff, the Imagineer things that I have up here, putting it down. So one last big push. Let's see what happens. Remember guys, there's always, and that's maybe the takeaway of this video, there's always a takeaway in our silly food videos here, right? We're not just a review video YouTube channel here. We're a family channel. This is a foodie family channel. Maybe that's the takeaway. There's always one last push. You gotta give things, where's the camera? I always forget where it is, there you are. There's always one last big push in you. One last big push. And then whichever way the chips fall, you give it your all. But your story is never done, regardless of what's going on. One last big push. And I just don't have the years left in me or the energy to help change laws. And you know, those things take decades, man. Government just takes forever, and it gets it done in its own way, and it's a very tribal thing. But I got one last big push in me, and I hope that it sticks, because I think some of these concepts that I have in my head can continue on even past when I go back and I meet the man upstairs, you know? Rhode Island is a special place. And the reason I'm talking like this right now is because I see places like Austin that were essentially a desert 60, 50 years ago. You know, we were looking at maps at a hotel the other day, and I was like, damn, that was less than 80 years ago. And places like Rhode Island have been around since the colonial times. I mean, Jesus, the Industrial Revolution started it. The thing that jump-started this whole nation is in Rhode Island. And it's been kind of left behind a little in some ways. So that's why I love these trips, because I go back to Rhode Island with such a huge charged battery for change. And I want you guys to have that type of battery change for yourself in your own heart, in your own hometown, in your own family, in your own household, in your own soul, and for those around you. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And with that, my friends, Florida has the worst drivers. I don't think there's a competition here. I love you guys. I think I'm gonna take a shower, take a little nap with brisket. I definitely need to take some like vitamin C or vitamin B pills, because I think this desert heat has just been kicking my butt. But other than that, I love you guys. Be well, eat well. Take care of each other.